Okay, here we go. So, we have got our new iron, and hopefully I have fixed the relative issues for music and voice. So we'll see. We can only but try. Alright, now put game sounds down a little bit more. Okay, now let's have a look. Alright, so we are doing the Ironman challenge, which is one of the fun things that I like to do. And this is my new tune, Ironleeta. So we have Ironleeta and we have her trusty sidekick, Latte, because Guffy themed as always, which is awesome. Okay, now before we get started, let's get rid of that. We don't want that. Alright, let's have a look at a couple of things. So just quickly go through the rules for people that don't know what the Ironman is. It's a challenge. It's a solo challenge, which is always gives you something interesting to do in game. Now, the first rule, of course, is do not die. That is the most important rule of it all. So as soon as you die, you lose, basically. You will be red flagged and it's over. Okay? Now, you can only have grey or white gear. You cannot have green, blue or purple gear at all. No enchantments, no tabards, no shirts, none of that. Okay? No talents. You can have a spec change. Spec changes are allowed. No professions, no primary professions. However, we are allowed to have first aid. So first aid is the only thing that we can have. No elixirs, no potions or flasks, including any quests that involve them. So don't do any quests that have any of that. Killing blows is a thing. No joining parties, no doing dungeons, raids, any of that. Cannot send yourself gear, cannot send yourself bags. You can join a guild. So I am in the WoW challenges, WoW Ironman guild. Where am I? Over on Wormrest. So WoW Ironman, which is the alliance run by Stir. Hi Stir. You cannot do pet battles. Can't boost your character. No food buffs. No buffs. Any of that stuff. We can use class abilities, things like that, racials and that kind of stuff is okay. Mounts are allowed. All mounts are allowed, which reminds me, we'll go to the mounts tab and we will get ourselves, so from Alliance, the chauffeured chopper, so she can use that. That's fine. And that's basically the rundown. But of course you can go to the wowchallenges.com website for all the information if you want to try it. Okay, so here we go. So we've got Ironleeta and Latte. Alright, so this is all about questing, basically. Questing. Okay, so we're going to go kill some night sabers. I've got my bars set up, I'm all good for those. And everything's basically ready to go. And let's go. So here we go. Alright, let's start it off. So I need to kill 6 young night savers, and you know what? Of course, I always forget. Go into the interface, turn on auto loot leader. Do that. Now the other thing that you need to do is go into the social tab, and display only character achievements to others needs to be ticked, because otherwise you'll get red flagged and you'll be like, when you put yourself on the board on the website so you can join the challenge, you don't want to have that going off. Okay, so make sure that one is ticked. Okay, so I've done that. Now it primarily comes into play obviously when I hit level 10, because level 10 is when you can join. You can't join the challenge until you hit level 10. So we've got 3, this will be number 4. And the thing with it all is Night Elf Hunter, Night Elves have Shadow Meld. So that's one of their racials. So Shadow Meld is got a 2-minute cooldown. You can basically, it's like a little stealth, get out of combat. Very good for tricky situations. Say, hey Spanky Hunter's here. Hey Spanky. So yeah, so that's one of the things. Night Elves are really good for doing challenge tunes. They're also really good for doing Bloodthirsty. So there's different challenges that you can do. Bloodthirsty is another one that I do. I'm hoping to stream some of that, maybe over the weekend. I will see how that goes. Bloodthirsty is all about, there we go, I dinged, level 2. Bloodthirsty is all about killing. So it's a completely different type of challenge. There is a pacifist challenge, and there is, which I have not tried, maybe one day we will see, I don't know. Pacifist is about no killing at all, which is extremely goes against a lot of things that I like to do, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, Spanky, I keep killing my irons because I do stupid things. That's pretty muchly what it's about. Yes, I know it's not my chosen faction, I know, but Shadow Meld, trust me, is a very nice racial to have, and I would like to get to max. I would like to get to max, have a max iron one of these days, and I think my best chance would be to do it this way. So yeah, so we will see. We keep trying. It's you know, it's one of those things. It's once it gets into your system, you just, well, for me anyway, challenge tunes is becomes slightly a bit of an obsession. I'm concentrating on 1 iron, but I have currently, what have I got, 8 Bloodthirsties I think I'm running. There's probably more, but actively trying to do about 8. So yeah, it's, you know, it's something a little bit, it's fun. It's what I like to do on my, I would say my downtime. Can you call it your downtime? No, it's just one of those obsessive things that I like to do, which is good fun. So yes, so this is where we go hand in a quest. So it's questing as per usual, all of that kind of thing. It's, you know, nothing changes that. Normally when I get, so I'm going to get some pants. Pants is always good. And when I get green gear, so the biggest thing that I do with that, and ding, level 3, is I get a bag. So yay for those quests. And what I like to do is just vendor. So doing an iron is really good for, I got gold. So I killed my level 35 last night, hence why I am starting from scratch again. Yeah, and yeah, well, it happens sometimes. We do kill our irons. The fun thing that I have with stone and Zorts in particular is we have a death list. Okay, so we did it last year and we're doing it again this year, is where we keep a record and we say at the end of the year for our last show for the WoW Challenges podcast of how our deaths, what deaths we've had, how many we've had, and all that. So I'm not going to go into that. I've let's just say I've lost a couple this year, and we're at March, so you know these things happen. It's you know, bound to happen, but one of these days we would like to be able to, you know, not lose them. Yeah, so that's one of the fun things that we do. I can't remember how many I lost last year. I think it was double digit, so I think it might have been like 12 or something. And yeah, that's, you know, it's what happens. So, and I'm counting all toons that are loose, so bloodthirsties, irons, yes. So it's all about the losing. The most deaths doesn't win. It's not that, but it's a bit of a laugh, it's a bit of a hoot. So it's just one of those fun things that we do enjoy doing, which is and to have a bit of a laugh. Having a laugh is always a good thing. So yes, so we're questing away here. So we've got our moon paddle lilies. So here we go. Now we're going to go into a cave. Now, caves can be good and they can be bad. So it's one of those where knowing quests is good. It certainly helps. I have done the starting zone for the night elf a few times. I'm not going to say how many times I've done it this year, but let's just say it's more than twice. So I do know this area, but with the way things are currently, with the changes that came into effect at 7.3.5, it's certainly made things a lot more interesting. Harder, sure. It's working out paths that are going to be more, I suppose, conducive to how I want to level. That's probably the biggest thing that I'm going from, because I killed the iron last night. At 35, I had started on a path that I thought was going to be quite good. and I was down an STV, and I'm fairly happy with the path that I've chosen up until that point. After that's going to be a bit more interesting. So, oh, we just got a cloak. Yay, look, a grey cloak. So I'm going to put that on after I kill this spider. And as I said, you can wear grey and white gear, which is perfectly fine. No green, no blue, no purple, okay? So we're okay. I've got a bit of starter gear, a couple of things I've got from quests, and at the moment we're okay. A lot of the gear that I will get, sometimes you're lucky enough to get some drops like that cloak, which was good. Sometimes I will go and, well, a lot of times I will go, there's certain vendors that you get to know, and you go to the vendors and you can buy upgrades in white gear from the vendors, and they have them both Horde and Alliance factions. It's just a matter of knowing where they are and who to buy them from. So being a hunter, of course, she gets to wear mail, which is good. And I get a pet, which is even better. So I will change, my cat will change into a turtle once I get over to most probably Loch Modan. I will do this zone for a bit, go into where are we? We will go into sort of Teldrassil and level there, and then I will most probably go towards Loch Modan, because Loch Modan is Ironleeta's zone, basically. It's a great zone for my bloodthirsties. So okay, so we've killed our 12, so I'm going to hand in that, and we're going to ding again. There we go. Yay. So level 4. Alright, it's no use having a staff because I'm a hunter. I need a gun or a bow, so we won't worry about that. But we're going to take on this quest one, and we'll kill that. And I need to fix my concussive shot, which will go up here. So I like to do a lot of keybind stuff with my mouse. Makes my life a little bit easier. So we're going to choose the belt on this one, and here we go, and we're back. Put the belt on and turn in that quest. Okay, we need to go get a crystal vial filled, so we're going to do that, and that's just up here. So Spanky, I'm assuming it's probably been a very long time since you've seen the Night Elf starting zone. Spanky is a pure die-hard Horde player, which there is nothing wrong with that. I will forever be for the Horde, yes, but I have moments of very bifactional playing, which most of my challenge tunes now are Alliance, so yeah, it can make it quite interesting. When was it last year? I lost one of my my very first iron that I got to level 62. Yeah, she got killed by a opposing faction's flight path. She was Horde. I did have a Horde hunter over on Oceanic, and I flew over a Alliance. I flew a little bit too close. Everyone's don't fly too high and don't fly too low. Well, I flew a little bit too low and pretty much got one shot by the elite 110 that was standing behind the flight master. So that was awesome. I think I cried for a full 10 minutes because that was my highest ever iron at that point. So yeah, since then I've got a iron 270. That's the highest that I've done. And again, managed to kill her off because, you know, that's the thing that you've got to be very careful of. And yes, so I have got the Wind's Embrace buff. So I'd like to jump. It's one of those things. It's like I can jump and I can fall and go and hand that in. So. Alright, where's Latte? Latte's coming. Latte's probably going the long way there. There's Latte. Alright. So, what I'll do, I'll go and vendor this stuff that I've got in my bank, which is always good to have. Now, I do like... So we're going to change the shirt over. And I don't ever vendor the starting gear because... the starting gear is actually quite good to sell. So, you know, sometimes you can sell it and get a couple of 100 gold. Sometimes you get a couple of 1,000. I never just vendor starting gear because you can put things on auction house. That's completely fine. You can buy things off auction house. You just can't send yourself money, send yourself bags, any of that kind of thing. So you've got to, the way I look at it when I play, even though I've got quite a few toons on this server with both Iron and Bloodthirsties, is I think of each toon as being kind of like in their own little bubble. So they need to be self-sufficient. And of course, having a bloodthirsty. So a bloodthirsty is all about killing. And you can only do a maximum of 4 quests now. They had to change some of the things. So it makes it it is a pure grind killing challenge, which I do love. That's why I've got 8, 9, however many I've got. I haven't got one of every single class, but I have quite a few, so I like to rotate them and utilize that. But I find it very, cathartic to just not quest and just go kill things. I don't know if that means it says more about me or not, but you know, it's kind of like, it's just one of those things that I like to do. Irons is good because it is questing. You can get greens and vendor. So bloodthirsties, I find I will sell greens. A lot of times you can pick up greens from mobs and put them on auction house and make some gold from that, which is fantastic. Oh, flight path, get the flight path. Now, the other thing, speaking of flight paths, the other thing that you can do, which you're allowed, so you're allowed to use your toys, okay? So for the toys themselves, there's particular ones that if you've paid a lot of gold to get them, you can certainly utilize them. So there is the Surviving Kalimdor, which is the Alliance flight pass. So you are allowed to use that. And there is the To Modernize, the Provisioning of Azeroth, which is for Eastern Kingdoms, okay? So those two are ones you can certainly do. Now, it does not give you every single flight point, but it does give you a few. It does give you quite a few. and it can certainly help, though discovery XP is good, because of course that's going to get you, a bit more. There are Horde versions of it, which is the Azeroth campaign and Walking Kalimdor with the Earth Mother. So they are perfectly fine to use, and any of the toys. There's lots of different toys that you can, just play around with. Toys are fine, so it's not a problem. But like we just saw, I'm at Dolinar, and it doesn't always give you one. So just always make sure that you pick up your flight paths, because otherwise you're going to be running lots and lots of places. Alright, now we've got, so what I need to do is I need to ding. So I don't know if you can see, I'm about a bar and a half from digging, so I can get sort of like the next lot of quests. So actually, before I hand this quest in, what I like to do is I have add-ons. I love my add-ons. As you can see, I have Bartender. I have a particular way that I like to play. Some people, when they do the challenge tunes, they will strip it right back to the basic UI and all of that. So it's kind of a personal preference, but I like Bartender. I like having my spells in particular orders and places, and having, I don't know, that's what I'm used to playing with my mains, and it's what I do with my challenge tunes as well. So, but I also have an add-on that I like to keep a track of screenshots when they ding, things like that. So I'm going to hopefully ding. I'm going to take the hopefully ding very shortly. I will also make sure that I change my inn. That is one of the biggest things, is to update the inn when you move to a different zone, because there is nothing quite frustrating as going to Hearthback and realizing you've just Hearthback to the last zone that you were in. I may have done that a couple of times. So I try and make sure it's one of the very first things that I do. So, alright, so let's hand this in. Here we go. There's our ding. There's my screenshot. We're all good. I'm going to take the next quest from that. And now that I've dinged level 5, I'm going to tweet out that we've dinged level 5. And I get some more quests to pick up. And that's a good thing. So don't forget, no heirlooms. This is, you've got to strip this right back to basics with gear and all those kinds of things. So I'm going to picking up a few quests over here. How much? I've got 8 silver to spend, so I can go get some gear if I would like to. That would be nice. One of the things that I will do shortly is, I'll come back to that quest, is I will go and get first aid. So I should have enough on me. And the first aid trainer is in here. And we're going to get first aid. It's very important to get first aid on your toon, because it can literally be the difference between life and death. Okay, so I will use bandages to heal my pet and to heal myself, so it becomes twofold for a challenge toon. And as I said, all challenge toons can utilize first aid, but that is the only profession, no primary professions and no other secondary professions for an iron. There is different rules, of course, for the pacifist, because one of the ways that a pacifist will level is actually through cooking. and fishing, so depending, so they are allowed to have cooking and fishing, and they can do herbing and mining as well for a pacifist too. And it's a whole different concept, but it's all about no killing. So even like a critter, so if you get a kill credited against you for a critter, that's, you're done as a pacifist. Okay, so because Ironman is questing and killing, I'm fine, I can have that. Yes, we get men pet, of course, but men pet will only do so much, Spanky, because don't forget, you've got no talents, you've got none of that. So the provisions for what men pet will do can sometimes be mend. You've got cooldowns for men pet, and there are times you have to bandage your pet. You just, you know, if you pull too many mobs, any of that kind of thing. So it's all a matter of being as, I suppose, I don't know, not quick on it as you can, but being aware of you know, your pet's health and what you're pulling, what mobs are around you, how hard they hit, because things will hit you a lot. You'll take much more damage now because you're not going to have greens, you're not going to have heirlooms, all of that kind of thing. So there are times that you will just pull one mob and you will take a fair bit of damage. There are times you'll pull two mobs. Yes, you can freeze, you know, freeze trap and things like that, but it becomes a lot, yeah, it becomes a lot more intense version of playing a hunter. So yes, it is definitely a different way of doing it. And because the heirlooms, there is no heirlooms, you know, people will just, you know, cruise through with an heirloom, but there is no heirlooms for these guys. So it's all being stripped back to the basics. So okay, so what we're gonna do is, let me have a look. I like to vendor things and I like to get, now here's another vendor. So this is where I can get a bow. I have got 7 silver, which is very exciting. So I'm going to upgrade my bow. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but the actual, for this one, I can buy this bow. I've got enough to do that, and that will upgrade my bow. So at the moment I'm killing things and I'm getting 0.83 damage per second. Okay, so I'm killing things, but it's 2 to 3 damage. Now this one will upgrade me to 7 to 10 damage, which is a 2.83 damage per second. So that's a big amount of difference. So that is normally one of the very first things that I'll do, is get myself the bow, as opposed to getting myself, you know, sort of like the various different gear stuff. So bow is primary for me to be able to make sure I kill things a bit faster. All right, so let's go over to, we've got some quests. So all right, here we go. So here we are in Teldrassil, and I'm at Dollar now. So here we go. We're going to go across here, and we're going to go and get the Emerald Dreamcatcher. We're going to get the fill the Jade Vial, which is over there, but we're also going to go and pick up another quest because I couldn't get it. You normally get it at level 5, and I'm going to go back and pick this quest up, and that will give us a bit more of a kind of like a grindy quest to do, because I'll get to kill some spiders. And so Zen Falhoof, here we go. So we're going to get some night sabers, we're going to kill some owls, and we're going to get some fangs, some feathers, and some silks. So at the moment, okay, so that's sorry, and off we go. So we're going to head this way, and we're going to go over and we're going to fill up the vial. And and the other thing always to remember is to turn on for hunters. Look at this. This is quite amazing. And that's another thing that I will always forget to do. Hey, Sort! Is actually turn some of the abilities on. Because, you know, it's just like yeah, I forget. So, every single time. Seriously. Every single time. It's like, can you not give them default, please? Alright, so we've filled the vial, so we've done that. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to start taking on, we're going to go get the Dreamcatcher. If we're really lucky, we might also get a rare up. There is a rare that pats around here in Starbreeze Village. It's not always up, but it is up. There it is. And hopefully that will be some nice extra XP. And that we'll go over and find him in a minute. But we've got to hand a question upstairs over here as well. So we're going to take these down, and I like having like an incursive shot on. So these guys are all basically just makes my life a little bit easier by having on my mouse. So a lot of keybinds, mouse binds, that's how I like to play, and none of that changes. So I still do the same for my mains as well. So alright, and yes, sometimes jumping off things is not a good idea, but I do it anyway because I can. Alright, so here we go. Now look at that. Here we go. We have got Urison is at 328 health. I'm at 221. Now I can quite easily kill him, so that's fine. And I don't know if you can see it, but he, just that one kill alone for the rare gives me a lot of XP, which is handy, and also gives me a bag. So, you know, like, hello, I've only got the backpack and 2 bags, so I'm quite happy to take some bags. Thank you very much for that little rare, because that all helps. Okay, so we're making our way over towards where we've got to get the Emerald Dreamcatcher. And as you can see, this is where we are here. So we're going to, there's going to be one inside. We're going to take him down and we're going to go get our Dreamcatcher. So this is, I remember doing this quest a long time ago when I did play Alliance for a time as my main. But nowadays, of course, my main is my original undead warlock. She will forever be my first love, I will admit. But as much as I love my warlocks, it's they've been a bit squishy playing them in challenge tunes. So I have got one going in Bloodthirsty at the moment. She does seem a little bit better. So ding, level 6, yay. Hey, Azzy's here too. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I hope I sound okay. I'm not really sure, but I hope so. And I'm just prattling away, as you do. So yeah, so we've got those two quests, and now we're going to head back towards, as you can see, it's telling me we've got many things that we can kill over here. So we're going to go and do the Zen's bidding for the Fang, the Feathers, and the Silks, which I quite like this one because it's like a grindy quest. You don't always get stuff off every single kill. So, you know, you're killing a lot, which is always XP. Okay, that's how I look at it. XP means you level. Leveling is good. That's what we want to do. So it's nice to have sort of the grindy type quests. I don't mind a bit of a grindy quest myself. And here we go. Do we get one? No, and it's proving me right by not dropping any, which is fantastic. Here we go. Oh, we got one silk. Yay. And let's go this way. So I find it's always very nostalgic doing this. Even when they change things, they did keep the quest a little bit different to the original one back in the day, but it still kind of keeps the sentiment, which is quite funny. But here we go, taking down the owl. Alright, so we've got our feathers, that's fine. Now we need some more fangs, so let's go kill our night sabers. And we need 2 fangs. So how many is it gonna take me? Oh, we got one. Yay. Alright, so we've got a spider. And we've got, here we go. There's another night saber. Let's come over and see if we can get one of those. Okay. Take that. Alright, nope, doesn't want to give me one. So we will go over here. There's another one. Okay. Hopefully that will be... There we go. Alright. Oh, look, Discovery XP is always good as well. And, oh... that is the other thing I always forget to turn on, is my experience, because, you know, that is one of the things that I like to be able to see. Some people like to play with that. I suppose it still comes down to personal choice. Some people like to see the bar, see where they attain, you know, how far they've got to go. Some people don't. You know, whatever you feel comfortable in playing. I suppose, you know, you're playing the tune, you do what you want. And I like to be able to see those things. So we're going to hand this quest in. We're going to get another bag, which is exciting. So I've now got 3 bags. They're 6 slot bags, which, you know, you've got to start somewhere. So that's okay. And we will go and hand in these 2 other quests. And we've still got to fly to Dolinar, so I've got to pick up the quest from that one and head towards there. And then there will be, here we go, we've got another quest to get some fell cones, which is quite easy. That one's not too bad to do. We'll hand in our Emerald Dreamcatcher. And then we've got to go kill some mystics and pick up another jewel, which is quite good. And it will give me another quest to go kill to get the relics of awakening, which can be that one you go into sort of an underground tunnel, which I'll do shortly. Sometimes caves and underground things aren't great, but you know, just always make sure that when you're killing things, watch respawns, and just be very careful. That's probably the best way to go. So no potions, no elixirs, as I said earlier, so there is no need for me to have that in my bag. Is this minor healing potion? Vendor it. Much rather get 5 copper for it, and you know, that's the way to go. I will vendor all the things that I don't need, and I like to keep my small legs. Like to keep a bit of malachite. Sometimes I can sell that on the auction house, and again, you know, make it a little bit of gold. What did I end up with? So on my level 35 last night, I think it was about 2,400 gold, which again, from questing and selling some greens, you know, that's not too bad. That's okay. On my bloodthirsty, so my highest bloodthirsty was she 65? I think I'm on my way to 66. She's had lots of greens drop, and I've managed to sell over 100,000. I've got over 100,000 gold on her from selling greens, because I'm not questing. All I'm doing is when greens drop, I go and put them on the auction house. If they sell, they do. If I don't, you know, I just send them to my bank tune. And it's interesting to see what greens I get and the things. It's quite intriguing, because she just manages to make gold for selling things. It's quite funny. Some of my other tunes, I can barely sell anything on the auction house, and I actually have to laugh, because you're like, really? I've got the Prat Warrior selling stuff, and you know, like the Disc Priest can't sell anything. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to hand that one in, and we're going to head towards the top corner over to past the Starbreeze village. There's some more mobs over there for this quest that we're going to go do and get the talisman, the jewel, and kill some of these mystics. So again, it's another one of those quests that's it's nice grindy, pick up something and then come back and get some extra XP with all the various things. We've got to get some falcons as well. They're all over the place, but I might do the falcons when I come back. So oh no, maybe I'll do them on the way over. There's one over here. Shiny things that are sparkling. Here we go. Alright, so we've got one there. And let's head this way. Now, probably one of the biggest rules that I broke last night. Oh, there's another one. By getting my toon killed was, of course, don't run through mobs. And I know that. A lot of the people that play the challenge toons nowadays know that. And yes, that was a pretty stupid thing that I did last night to get myself killed, but oh well. So what I try and do is when I come to an area is go in and come out the same way. Okay, so I'm coming in this area of where I'm going to kill mobs, and then I will want to come back the same way, or at least kill my way out. Don't ride through things because you get thrown off your mount. You know, there are horrible ways for a toon to die, and you do need to be patient to a certain degree. Patience is not necessarily my forte, but you know, it's one of the things the challenge toons does seem to help teach me it's one of those constant teaching things is patience. So what I do is, yes, I've got to kill 7 mystics, but I'm going to also kill the warriors because you don't want to leave them standing. Plus XP. XP is good, so why not utilize that? And killing as many things. So it's, part of me is probably a little bit like a bloodthirsty, going, kill all the things, that is good. All this XP is good. So yes. So here we go. We want to make it over to kill this dude over here. And get the jewel from him. So we're just going to kill around. Sometimes you can kill right up to, oh ding, level 7. Sometimes you can kind of kill straight in a straight line to get to them. And it depends again on what you want to do, but I try and clear the area to make it a little bit safer for me. I want to protect myself as best I can. I don't want to, you know, get to level 7 and die, that kind of thing, due to my own stupidity. And normally that is the thing. It's being impatient. It's being sometimes it's just purely being reckless in doing something silly that I know I shouldn't do. So there's many ways I have lost tunes, definitely. And each time it's always you live and you die. So like a lot of times if I aggro something, then I'll quickly jump off my mount, concussive shot them and take them down. So again, that way I'm not taking damage, and again, you know, extra XP to help level. I find it's good. It's just how I do it. And you know, everyone plays their tunes differently, but the ultimate goal that we want to do is to get to max level. And hopefully one of these days, hopefully, we will do that. Alright, so let's hand in our falcons and we turn him into a frog. Yay! I always like that part. Yeah, dumb ways to die, Spanky. Absolutely. I think there might be like some other people that might have that anthem as well. I try not to have dumb ways to die, but normally, you know, a lot of times most deaths can be pretty dumb. Of course, DC deaths is a lot harsher because you can't control that, and I think that's where it certainly can hurt harder, but yes, it becomes a little bit when I die at my own dumb mistakes. It's facepalm moments or whatever you want to call it. It's definitely, you know, damn it leader kind of thing. So alright, so we're not going to do the flight quest yet. I'm going to go into cave. And hang on, we're going to have some coffee before we get started. So I've got my coffee. We're all good boys and girls. We've got our coffee because, you know, coffee is my blood, as Stone keeps reminding me. Alright. Oh, damn, that's good coffee tonight, if I do say so myself. Alright, so we're going to come around the corner here. Just behind this big old tree, there is a little cave. And in that cave, there are some Grelkin. and we're going to root them with the seeds. So this is called fell rock. Alright. So we need to get 12 of those. Now, again, if I'm really lucky, there sometimes is a rare spawn in here as well. So we will have to see. He's normally in the middle section. So we will bonus XP, and sometimes there's even a chest, and chests are really good on an iron because they can give some fantastic XP. So you don't want to do quests on you don't want to do chests on bloodthirsties, because chests count as quests. Okay, so all chests no good for a bloodthirsty toon, but chests can be very good for, I'm pretty sure the pacifists like to do the chests, and irons are definitely very good. Now guess what? There he is. So we do have a respawn off, which is awesome. Okay, click that down. Now we still need 4 of the Grolkins killed with the seeds, so we've got 3 more to do, and if I am very lucky we won't pull the rare. Nope, here comes the rare. Alright, so we're going to take the rare down. Come on, Latte, go Latte, little cat. Yay, there we go. And we're going to kill that little Grelkill, and that one over there if we're lucky. It doesn't look like the chest is up, but normally, oh, we got another bag. That's exciting. Sometimes there's a chest here. Okay, so, and sometimes they're lucky enough to get it, and that's good, but there isn't tonight, so that's fine. We will keep going. We're going to go and get Malonis's head, which is, he's further around in the cave, so I'm going to keep using my seed to help kill these little guys to make it a little bit easier for me. So we just follow into this cave here, and in round we go, and around here, and down at the spot here. Alright, so we're going to take that one down first, and then we're going to use the seed on that one as well. So again, it's just making life a little bit easier by using the quest item. Even though I've completed the quest, it's still there, which is good. Comes in handy. Not getting XP for it, but that's okay. I can afford not to get XP on these guys and just cruise on through here. Now we've got 2 mobs that are close by, so we need to make sure that we do both of those. There we go. And tight spots, caves are tight spots. Alright, there's a guy that we need to take down. And as you can see, we've got a dark sprite right next to him. So we're going to get the dark sprite first, and then we're going to take down Lord Melendez. Here we go. Concussive shot is good. And latte, I can't heal latte yet, but that's okay. Latte's going okay. And there we go. Okay. So that quest item we've got, and we're going to make our way back through the cave. Now, I could certainly hearth sometimes. You know, some people like to hearth out when, if I get not necessarily stuck in a cave, but if I get far enough into somewhere and I don't want to run back, and especially if there's respawn, sometimes it is good to be able just to use your hearth. So that is a good way to do it. But it's not that big a cave, so I'm running back out. Okay, we'll hop on our little chopper and back we go to hand that in, and then we're going to go and do the relics of awakening, which is always a fun one. And again, if we are really lucky, there might be a rare on our way there, so that would be kind of cool. Okay, so we've got that. Oh, we might get some wrist guards, and we dinged level 8. Yay, go little Ironleeta. Alright, so I'm going to put my wrist guards on. I'm going to sell this faintly glowing eye. And before we go to the cave, we have got 22 linen, so I'm going to make some bandages, because like I said before, bandages can come in very, very handy. So I want to make sure that going into where the relics are, that I'm going to have my best chance of not making a mistake, basically. Alright, now I always like to put my bandages on a bar somewhere. Some people like to have them, again, hotkeyed, whatever works for you. I will utilize bandages for both my toon as well as my pet, so I like to have it there that I can quickly get to. Okay, now we can go to Dol-Enar. Actually, we might go to Dol-Enar. Might as well do the quest, and then I can put something into the bank. So banks are always good to utilize. Okay. Also, as you can see, here's my map, flight path, so you can see the flight paths that I've got now by utilizing the toy, so that's good. I mean, obviously I don't want to fly down to Cenarian Hold in Silithus, but certainly if the time comes that I want to go down there, I can do that. Or I want to go over to Darkshore. Well, Darkshore, once I've finished Teldrassil, I will want to, you know, some people like to go to Darkshore. I won't. Again, I'll end up going to going to Luckmodan, because that's what I do. Alright, so we're gonna go to Darnassus. Darnassus being the Night Elf capital city, and it was always a nice place to hang out when I was playing Alliance. And yeah, fun. I've got a lot of fun memories of playing Alliance when Alliance was my main, but I only played Alliance I think for a couple years. But certainly Horde is where my heart is, will always be. But there has been some fun times with Alliance, because I do have those moments where I will be that bi-factional player, so which is, you know, a bit of good fun. Now, the good thing about coming into a capital city is because it also reminds me to leave chat. that's another thing, is to leave trade. Trade nowadays, oh, it's not what it used to be, that's for certain. But trade chat used to be quite witty. Nowadays it can be quite vicious and nasty. So I just turn it all off. I don't want to see, garbage. So I remove it. That's the best way to do. Okay, Spanky, thank you for coming to hang out. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good work tomorrow. I'm sure you've got a crazy day tomorrow. So thank you for coming and saying hi. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is for stuff that I can sell later. I'm just going to whack that in the bank just to free up, because obviously I don't have a huge amount of bag space, so having the bank to put things in is a good thing to be able to do. Alright, now the other thing which I can't do yet, I'm pretty sure I've got to be level 10, but, or was it level 5? But I am going to take, so Dark Moon Fair is the event that's up at the moment, which happens every month. It's the first weekend. It starts from the first weekend of the month. So here we go. It runs from the Sunday right through to the Saturday. And Dark Moon Fair is a great way to get a 16 slot bag and to actually get 10 gold. And when we go there, I'll show you. I'll take this quest, and it's one thing that you can do on an iron at this time of month with the event, is to be able to give yourself a little bit of a head start, which is nice to do. It's, give myself, I like to think of it as like a little buffer. Okay, oh, I'm friendly with the guild already. Yay, go me. Okay, so we're going to go back to Dolinar. So let's fly back to Dolinar, and we will go and do the Relics of Awakening, because I like that quest. It's very cute. We will see how we go with that, and then probably once I've done that, that will be, hopefully I'll be about level 10 and ready to, I can go to Dark Moon Fair. Once I hit level 10, we'll go to Dark Moon Fair, and then from there I'll probably head maybe to Elwyn Forest and then to Loch Modan. We might do it. I think if that's what I did last time, or was the other way, I can't remember. Anyway, at least by streaming it and having the video recording it, I can keep track of what I do on the tunes, as opposed to just having screenshots, which screenshots is great. I love my screenshots. I have got years worth of screenshots. I do love taking them, but having this medium to have little records of things that I do, I figured that it'd be, a good way to go as well. So alright, we will go hand that quest in now that we're back at Dolinar, and turn that in. There we go. Now, nothing to hand in there. Alright. And how much? Oh, we've got 20 silver. Ooh. 20 silver's like awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give myself, what have we got? I have got chest piece that I can upgrade, and some, might do the boots, because the boots are level 1, and again the boots are the original starting gear, so I don't want to get rid of them because I can certainly sell them. I will get my chest piece and some legs. Alright, and then I'll replace them before we head out. Vendor, these ones, and there we go. Okay, now we're going to also, if we head this way, good old Teldrassil. It's always so pretty. Such a pretty zone. There's so many zones in this game that just still take my breath away, I must admit, even today. Nagrand, I still love Nagrand. Like, obviously Outland Nagrand is one of my favorite places. Forever will be, honestly. New Nagrand from, you know, Warlords of Draenor is cool, but there was just something about the old Nagrand and having the floating, you know, the floating islands. And I have my own island. I like to have my own island over there. And every now and again, when I just want to chill, I'll pop back over there on my Warlock and sit there and just take, you know, just look at the 2 moons and take everything in, because it's really quite, you know, serene and calming. It's a really nice calming place. It's also, the ground over there is an awesome place for bloodthirsties because there's so many mobs that you can kill. So yes, I do like taking them there as well. Okay, now this little cave here often has a rare spawn in it, which is very handy. Are we going to... Oh, we are. Aggle is there, so we're going to kill these. Now, I don't have Frost Trap yet, so it's too early for Frost Trap. And we're going to have to be very fast on killing, which normally I don't have an issue, even though there is an extra mob in there. I will take down the rare because the rare will hit harder, so I like to get the rare down and then take the other one, the extra mob, down. So the rare has 455 hit points. I'm at 270, so it's nearly double what I am, but I have a pet, so that is one of the good things. So I'm going to concussive shot and away we go. So yes, it does like giving me a bit of a curse. I've got disengage now, and I'm going to disengage back out of the cave and to be able to take the other one down. And there you go. Like, just... And there is a chest. Oh yes. Oh, and I got a green. That's even awesomer. So we have got a silver bound treasure chest. Well, that's a nice little bonus. And this treasure chest gave me 1050 experience. So yay, I will take it, definitely. Now I have got a rifle it gave me, but it is no better than the bow I have, so I'm not going to worry about that. I got a green cloak, so that's cool. I can't wear it. Do not equip any greens, but I will go sell it on the auction house, you know, even if I make like 2 gold, like it's better than nothing. So it will depend how much I can get for it, but something's better than nothing. If I can manage to sell it, that would be nice. More often than not, I find I can normally sell something with the first lot of stuff that I put up on the auction house, which helps just give a little buffer. And it especially helps when it's not Dark Moon Fair time, because Dark Moon Fair will give me a little bit more of a leeway. Okay, so we're going into the den, as I like to call it. We're gonna go down now. As you can see, I have got hunter tracking on. I like to keep an eye on where my mobs are, and this is where we're gonna be doing a lot of killing. So here we go. Follow this down. Shamans, they're normally quite well spaced, so there are a couple of sections where it's a little bit tighter, but most of these isn't too bad, that I can, you know, just single pull them and be able to take them down, which is good. Now here we go. I get a little companion, which is awesome. We're going to head towards here because this is where our quest giver is, just around the corner. Again, I have done this quest a few times, so we're going to have to get a voodoo charm from a mob, which you could drop from basically any of the Nalpine. So we'll just keep killing, but we've got to go get the relics. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, there's branches off. We're not going to, we're just going to go round and go down. I've done this a few times, so I find it's just the way I like to do it, is to kill things and head down towards sort of like the bottom, the center bottom, where I can pick up one of the pieces and then make my way back up to get other ones, which is quite good. Okay, so my goal tonight, well, there we go, level 9. Yay! My goal tonight is hopefully get to level 10 before I get too tired. But if I do get too tired, I will just have to call it, because that is one of the, I like to call it, unspoken rule, is if you are too tired, do not play your challenge tunes, because you will make silly decisions. Oh, I managed to, and end up dead. So yes. Alright, we're gonna come over here before we go down again, because we should be able to pick up one of the relics, which should be just over there. It is. Okay, this one is the Rune of Nesting. Right. Okay, back, heading towards down again. So at the moment I have got my Cobra Shot, I've got Disengage, Shadow Meld, and Concussive Shot. So, plus I've got my trusty cat Latte. So that's quite good. There we go. watching the pats to make sure that I'm, you know, being able to take them down quite easily. And it's one of those things. I will completely admit that I have to play with, I can't not play with the mobs, being able to see the mob, their titles. Here's another relic. And again, that's how I've always played. So we've got the black feather quill. And now we're going to come off the offshoot of the middle section. We're going to head down this way. And that should lead us to another relic. Which is this way. And as you can see, I can't do anything. The only thing I can do for Latte at the moment is revive him if he dies. So that can be quite good if he takes a lot of damage. You know, I can let him die to a certain degree and bring him back. But I don't want to make a habit because I can't dismiss him and resummon him. So I mean, I can whistle him, yes, which is good, but I can't dismiss him yet. So once I get a bit higher, I'll get some more abilities for, obviously, to be able to, you know, operate the pet a bit more effective. Alright, here we go. This will be the Sapphire of Sky. Alright, so we've got right down to the bottom. Now we're going to make our way back towards the top, and we've got a few other things we need to kill. And again, all this XP is good. We want the XP. XP certainly helps. Nope, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Because guess what? That's where we want to go. We want to get that last relic. So we've got to go this way. Okay, so again, watching the mobs, making sure I can take them down quite well, and going up the little tunnel, being careful because there's a mob at the top of the tunnel. There we go, and here we go. Right, okay, we've got everything there. So we want to go back to where we started and be able to hand the quest in, because that will then give me another quest which will be good. XP is good. Alright. Nullpine Shaman. And there's another Nullpine Shaman that we need to take down. There we go. And another one. Ooh. There's some male pants. Are they going to be any good? No, they're level 1. Alright, don't need to worry about that. The cracked short bow, that's no good. We will vendor that when we get to back to our vendor. Okay. Making our way back. Here we go. Alright. And as you can see, respawns. So it's always being careful of respawns. We're gonna go and hand this question over here once we've killed this shaman. Alright. Hand in our charm. There we go. And honored with Darnassus. Yay! Okay, so we've got to now Urban Rage Claw Spirit. That's what we need. Need to release it. So what we're gonna do, we're going to kill the shaman, and then here we go. Rage Claw is gonna come take me on, take on my Night Elf companion. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to click on him and use the voodoo charm. There we go. Aha. Done. Alright, so we've got, we're going to hearth back. And oh, hang on, no we're not. Oh, Nelly did it. I do it every time. We're gonna go back over here and hand this in. And buddy, I have no idea what you are saying, but just excuse me for 2 secs. Here we go. We're going to hand that question. There we go. Alright. That's that one. Now we will hearth back, and that's the den done, and we'll go hand in those 2 quests. See how close to level 10 we will get, which would be good. I have no idea how to change that. Where are we? Chat options. Might have to look at that in a minute. If anyone knows how I can change from someone doing a different language in my stream chat, please let me know, because I have no idea. And I don't know how to change that. Anyway. Alright. Chat. Alright, well, stream chat's gone. Huh. Alright, let's go hand this in. And let's see what we get. Alright. So we're going to hand in that. We're going to get, yay! We're going to get a belt. I've got another quest to kill somebody. And level 10. There we go. Alright. Good. Level 10 it is. Alright, we're going to put on the waist. We've got an 8 slot bag now, so I'm going to change that one to an 8. And we're going to sell some stuff, which is fine. We will do that. Alright. So we don't need that. Oh, we've got another green to sell. So I've got 2 greens to sell. That's very exciting. Going to get rid of those. Get rid of those. And get rid of that. Alright. Now, I don't mind doing this little quest either. We will do that. I do like standing in the way of the ancient protectors. Yes, why not? Alright, before I go too far, I am going to tweet out through Butterfly. So Ironleeta and Latte Ding level 10. There we go. Ding level 10. Tweet that out. And off we go. Alright, let's put the screen out a bit more. Okay, now that's all we're going to go kill, and it's just up here a little bit. And again, sometimes if we're really lucky, there might be a rare. Here we go, and we get an extra quest. Alright, so the ambushes, here we go. And we've now got kill command, which is awesome. Kill command certainly will help take things done a little bit quicker with Latte. Latte can do with all the help Latte needs. Right. And we're making our way slowly this way up this tree. Always up a tree. I'm always up a tree? Pfft, don't think so. Well, maybe. Oh, I did mention that coffee was good, didn't I? It is damn good. Alright, there's a little ambusher hiding up there. Let's get him. Oh, good. More things to vendor. Vendoring things for gold is good. Helps. All vendoring is good. Okay, so we're going to go this way. And again, if we are really lucky, we might find a rare. Oh. And Grimoire is there. Excellent. Grimoire will help give me a little bit more XP. So we're gonna bring him over first. Oh, yes, discharge. Yes, I know discharge works. That's awesome. Alright, I'm trying to hit kill command. That's what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's the guy that we need to kill. So send Latte in. Sick 'em, Latte. There we go. Yay. Dead, and we freed the Druids of the Talon. Woohoo. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Now we're going to go back down and back down here. Sometimes they might have respawned, sometimes not. At the moment, looks like we're okay. No respawns. Go back down and hand in those quests. There we go. Thank you, Moon Princess. Alright, go back to Dolinar and hand in the other quest. Alright, so just making some notes. Ironleeta is Night Elf Hunter, and I have gone from level 1 to level 10. Which is good. I'm glad that I got that part of it done. But we will go back to Darnassus in a minute and go head to Darkmoon Fair. Okay. So we've got another green that we can sell. We've got, we'll vendor that. Vendor the healing potion. Some people destroy them. It's, you know, again, it's up to you what you want to do. I'm quite happy to take a little bit of copper for them because, well, sometimes it just can be a little bit harder to make some gold. Alright, we're not going to worry about doing those quests. I'm going to go back to Darnassus. And what I might do is put a couple of these greens on. Should have enough money to put. Yep, I've got enough money. I can put some of those auctions on, see if I sell it, and then we can head towards Darkmoon Fair. And then I'll show you one of the things that we utilize by using the tickets to get 10 gold and to get the 16 slot badge, which is very handy to have considering I have got 3 6 slots and an 8 slot, and I definitely don't have money at the moment to be able to buy bigger bags, so doing it this way gives me at least one. Even though it is unique, it's still, you know, every little bit helps. So alright, so we'll go back to the bank and around here, here we go, back to the bank. I will take these. Going to hang on to the small egg. Small eggs are good at certain times of the year to sell. They can sell really, really good. They were really good to sell at winter time, because you need a small egg to make the gingerbread cookies, and that's one of the items that you needed to do the handing quest to Great Father Winter. Okay, so we can send that one. We're going to put the cloak on. We're going to put the staff on. And we're going to put the belt on. Oh, if that sells, then that would be a handy little buffer to have. Alright. So I'll pop those up. And not that one, and put the boots up. Rightio. Okay. So that's done. We've got some auctions on, and maybe we might be lucky to sell something. And maybe not. It's all good. Alright. Now. And I am getting tired, so we're going to take ourselves over to Eastern Kingdoms, and this is a good way to do it. So currently, here we go, Donassus, Teldrassil, here we are, we're over in Kalimdor, here I am right up the top. Here we are looking at Kalimdor. Where we're going to go is we're going to go to Eastern Kingdoms, and I'm going to come out at Elwyn Forest by accepting this quest. So if I talk to the Mystic Mage, so for 25 copper she can take me there. So I have got nearly 34 silver, so I'm okay, I've got enough. Let's go. Alrighty, here we go. Elwyn Forest. Yay. Now, I don't have enough to get first aid up to scratch yet, because I think it is, you need 75. But for the moment, as I said, I've got the quest to go hand in this one. So we'll go down. Now, obviously, if you're on a challenge toon, you're over here in Darkmoon Fair, you'd want to be very careful of things like Moonfang. You don't want to take Moonfang on. You don't want to hit Moonfang, because Moonfang hits hard and normal toons die quite easily. So you don't want to go out in the woods late at night, so to speak. Alright, so let's go hand in the free ticket. Don't forget, you cannot have the Wii buff, so it's completely pointless. Don't worry about the Wii buff. Alright, I am now neutral with Darkmoon Fair. Yay! Okay, so I've just been given 5 Darkmoon prize tickets.
Hey, how you doing?
So what I can do is buy and sell. So what I want is a Darkmoon storage box. It's unique, it's 16 slot, it's gonna cost me 1 ticket. So if I buy that, and then I sell it back. So I've got 5 tickets. I can buy and sell 4 of them. So that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Buy the last one because I've still got 1 ticket left. And I will actually move my bags and put my last bag there. Okay. So now
Have a good one.
I have got 10 gold to play with, plus a 16 slot bag. Like, yay! That gives me a little bit of a breather. That's very cool. I have also, I can pick up this Grizzly Trophies one, which gives me 10 free tickets. And again, what I could do is sell them back, buy one, sell them, buy one, until I get to the very last one, which I keep, and then I've made, I've made a bit more gold. So it's kind of a nice buffer to have. Alright, so there is nothing else that I can do here. Yes, some of the games I can play, but I really don't worry too much about that for the moment. I just concentrate on what I'm needing to get done. We're going to go back through the little portal, and it's going to take me back to, hopefully, Elwyn Forest. Yay! Right. So, what I'm gonna do is, before I go too far, or before I log, I should say, is I'm going to set my hearth. So, that is done. That is done. There we go. And this way we can pick that up again next time. So I've gone from 1 to 10 on the new tune, which is awesome. I will go register the tune now on the website. So again, that's wowchallenges.com. You'll find the rules, you'll find a lot of information, so don't forget the FAQ is there also to help with any questions that you might, be concerned about. What else is there? There's lots of different things that you can do. But hopefully I've given you enough to maybe pique your interest a little bit. We will see how far we can go with this, and I'm hoping to stream this whole journey on this Ironleeta, because then I've got a journey myself. I've got something visual to hang on to instead of just keeping all the screenshots, which are great, but it's nice to have a different medium, like I said earlier. Okay, so don't forget, go check out the wowchallenges.com website. Stone and I do a podcast called the WoW Challenges Podcast, which is every Sunday Australian leader time, because I live in Queensland. So normal time, it's, what time is it? 9, 10. 10 a.m. for me at the moment. Not sure when it changes. I think towards the end of the month, which is 7 EST, if I got that right, on the Saturday. So it's a Sunday morning for me when we do the podcast live, which is again on twitch.tv/WoW Challenges if you want to check that out. Other than that, just everyone give it a go, try it, let us know how you go. It's a little bit of fun. It's nice to try something a little bit different, and I hope you enjoy it. I've had fun. I'm glad I've got to where I've got to tonight. And other than that, just be safe, have a great day or night wherever you are in this world, and take it easy. Okay, so I am going to sign off, and we will catch you later. So bye bye.